Hi, Cancer babies. This is your late April and May 2026 love reading. Let's take a look at what the energies around your love life are. First, we've got the Eight of Flags, or in this deck, flags are swords, so the Eight of Swords. So, Cancer, are you feeling a little bit in your love life like held back or restricted, or like there's a boundary or something that is very uncomfortable for you? We've also got the Sibling of Plants. And in this deck, siblings are the page and plants are the pentacles. So the page of pentacles. So there's something in the world that you are or were trying to build, and it's either making you feel restricted or you feel restricted towards attaining it. We've also got the Brujex, which is the Magician. We're gonna get clarity on all of these, Cancer. Let's keep going. And we've got the Four of Plants, the Four of Pentacles. So you're holding on to something. You're trying to create something with this Magician card, and you're trying to make it manifest in this like real material world. So much so that you might even like be trying to manipulate the situation, or maybe somebody is trying to, not on purpose, I don't think, Cancer, but it's possible that there's like some manipulation. I say that because the Magician is a card of manipulation. And finally, we've got the Queen of Swords, or the Queen of Flags in this deck. So starting off the reading, Cancer, you got the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Queen of Swords. This is telling me you're like very much in your head about things. Swords is this suite of like intellect of how we think, but sometimes so much so that maybe we're a little bit disconnected from our heart. And the thing about the Queen of Swords is that she is so hyper rational to this point where she's making these decisions. And when I say she, it applies to like any gender of anybody. It's just like the way the card happens. But like the Queen of Swords, she's very much like in this place of, let me make the best decision for everyone, because she's looking at like the whole and the long term and the possibilities and the maybe, and she's trying to make the best decision. And that's kind of where you are with your love life right now, Cancer. You're like, what? You're like hyper predicting like what could happen, all of these possibilities. And the thing is, we don't know. So you're trying to have, with this Magician card, you're trying to have this like say over the future, and we don't exactly know what the future is. And that's because, though, Cancer, you feel a little restricted, or you feel held back, or you just feel like maybe something happened, something was said, but you're just like, you're not happy about where your love life is, I think, right now. Okay, or at least an aspect of your love life. Let's get some clarity. Let's get some clarity on the Eight of Swords. Let's start by doing that. We've got the Nine of Cups. Okay, so you were really busy in some situation, whether it be with like another person or just like how you attend to your love life, and you were very busy like trying to build what you think is going to be the best future for you. And somehow in that like kerfluffle, in that like, you know, the process of all of that, that you created some situation, or there was a situation that came to be that makes you feel like restricted. Let's get some clarity on this Four of Pentacles. What is it that you're like holding on to so tightly? We got three cards, so we'll take them all. The Five of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Cups. So I think that like with this, so this is clarifying this Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is about holding on very tightly to something, and the Five of Swords is about this moment of like difficulty, but difficulty with how we're thinking about things, along with the Six of Cups about the past. So you're like, you're very nostalgic, I think, in some moments about the past right now, Cancer. You're holding on to things, and that makes sense for your sign. With your sign is known as like the mother or the nurturer in the zodiac. And so you're like trying to hold on to the past. You're trying to maybe even like make it better. Maybe there was this moment of conflict. And so you're like trying to go back over it and trying to make it sweeter and nicer and just like more palatable for everybody. But like, is that actually like the thing you need to be doing right now with your love life, Cancer? Let's clarify this Queen of Swords. And then after this, Cancer, we're going to find out what the person on your mind is thinking about you. We got another 3 cards clarifying this Queen of Swords. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. We've got the 3 of Swords. And the 7 of Cups. We had the 6 of Cups before. You're like really trying to heal something from the past, and you're thinking of all of the ways. You're thinking right now, Cancer. You're thinking about like, how does, maybe there was something that felt like an emotional death or like an emotional ending, and you're like, how can I make this better? What do I need to do in this material world to make this easier? And so you're like, but you're being so thoughtful, you're being so hyper analytical, I think, in this moment. And that's not really what your love life needs, Cancer. It's too much. It's too overwhelming. There's too much happening right now, Cancer. Let's ask the cards what your love life actually needs right now. All right. What does Cancer's love life actually need? The Knight of Cups. You need somebody else to come in and be gentle with things. So that means, so I'm not saying like you need to wait for like your knight in shining armor, but the Knight of Cups is often, the Knight of Cups and the King of Cups are both the knight in shining armor cards. So you're like waiting for that, and that's what your love life needs. But I think there needs to be this whole process, because whatever like happened, Cancer, whatever caused this feeling of this like 3 of Swords pain energy, like you need to deal with it. And instead of like trying to figure out, like trying to think of all the what ifs, because that's what 7 of Cups is in this reading right now. I think it's you thinking through the what ifs. You need to just like take a chill pill and like let this Knight of Cups energy come in. And maybe it's not even a person. Maybe it's just like you. Maybe you are your own Knight of Cups. You bring your own like romantic energy, soft romantic energy into your aura field. Let's clarify this Magician card, and then we're going to move on to what the person on your mind is thinking about you. Clarifying the Magician is the World and the 4 of Wands. So the World, we're looking at like ending of cycles, and the 4 of Wands is more stability. So Cancer, I'm really thinking like, as you are like letting go of trying to have control of the situation, you're actually going to start to feel more stable within the situation and within your love life. So I'm not saying like just do whatever with your love life and have no control over your love life, but stop. If you're trying to have like this like micromanaging, like you're like holding on to everything really tight and trying to just control every aspect of it, I don't think that's gonna work for you. I think what you need to do is just like let things play out, trust like divine timing, and like trust that that's going to lead you to a sense of stability and like to find your person. All right, Cancer, let's take a look at what the person on your mind is feeling about you right now, or thinking about you right now. First, we've got karma. So I don't know what happened, Cancer, but something happened where somebody's heart got hurt, and like that person is either experiencing their karma, or you are, or there's something about like karma happening, but like the person on your mind is thinking about how like, what comes around goes around. What else are they thinking? I want to be different. So they want this situation, I think, or how they like interact with you to be different. And I see you when I close my eyes. So they're still thinking about you. I mean, even if the situation is totally over, Cancer, this person, like, you have impacted their life so much so that they're still thinking about you. And last one. I want to man up and honor you. Okay, so ignore the part about like man up, but like they want to be mature and they want to be stable and they want to be like an honorable like person and honor you and they want to be able to honor the relationship and honor the like romantic commitment or the emotional commitment, Cancer. All right, so let's get some oracle cards on just like messages on what you should focus on in your love life before we end the reading, Cancer. All right, so Cancer should focus for the month of May, their love life, on your inner voice, like trusting yourself, Cancer. It's number 28, so like trusting like your which is a 10, so trusting like your inner sense of like knowing and your inner sense of like divine connection. Vesica Pieces. So I don't actually know what this means, but it's number 26. And so this is very much like having a connection and seeing like similarities within yourself and others. And finally, inward revolution. So your sense of like how you evolve, I think for your, like as a general, like the cards are saying like for your love life in May 2026, you really should be looking at how you're moving forward and how you're listening to like the subtleness of the universe, subtleness of signs, subtleness of like your helping spirits, if you believe in that, or ancestors, or like whatever is helping you, the universe, your prayers. But the universe is like the cards are asking you to trust the like quietness within yourself. And if whatever, like I said, whatever happened that made these harsh feelings, these sort of swords feelings happen, like Cancer, honor those feelings, honor the person. Like if somebody is apologizing to you in a way that is an actual apology, then maybe accept it, or vice versa, offer an apology if that's what you need to do. But like, let go of having to control the situation and just let divine timing happen. All right, Cancer, if you're still watching, thank you so much. And if you really like this video, hug the like button or hug the subscribe button, and I will see you later.